Gale off the mark. Will it be a boundary first ball? Yes, it will.
Just a little bit too much room by Sean Pollock. Width, Chris Gale thrives on that. This outfield is lightning quick at the Wanderers. There was a misfield there at backward point. South Africa pride themselves on their fielding standards, so they'll be disappointed with that.
Fielding restrictions for the first 6 overs. Only 2 fielders allowed outside of the 30-yard circle. Pollock again. Gale into mid-wicket. Maximum all the way into the dugout. Teammates are on the feet in that dugout, in that area that's just outside of the boundary, real close to the boundary. Full of length. Whipped away again, 1 bounce for it, over mid-wicket, boundaries are flowing. Full of length, full of shot, smashed away, all the way.
Scott Miles, that's an awesome shot, straight over the bowler's head. Not easy to do to Mackay and Tini. Chris Gale on fire.
Standard deliver shot this. Dancers are off, any opportunity. Look at this for the shot.
He's so dangerous, impossible to contain when he's in full swing. On the high field, the ball travels a long way.
I've forgotten that altitude. And again, repeat shot, Standen admires. Huge hit, all the way again, Chris Gale, 6 more. 42 without loss. Dancers are off, any opportunity. Look at this for the shot.
He's so dangerous, impossible to contain when he's in full swing. On the high field, the ball travels a long way.
I've forgotten that altitude.
Yeah.
There he goes again. He hasn't hit it all that well, but he'll get 4 for it. Finds a gap, just throwing the bat. 50 partnership, the first 50 partnership in the tournament in the opening innings. And it's been all Chris Gale. He moves to 39 off 17 deliveries. That's his third 4. The match's third 3 sixes. Cracked away for 4. Beats the fielder and third man.
Well, the ball flies a lot further in the atmosphere here in the Transvaal. We're at an elevated height, about 6,500 feet. But what they don't tell you is the outfield is also very fast. The ball travels very quickly across the ground.
Pulled away, short ball, and really handled very effectively by Devon Smith. West Indies motoring on here. 68 without loss off 7. Gale in strike.
That's a brilliant piece of fielding. Well, what Morkel's done with that really good bouncer in his last over is push Gale onto the back foot. That's the sort of delivery that earlier in his innings he would have crunched for a straight 6. But you can see there he's on the back foot because he's a little worried about the bounce and pace of Morkel. Excellent fielding to save a run. No wonder he fielded it so well. As his brother.
Very slack running in contrast to the fielding. They only took 2 for it. Gale assumed that it was going to be 4. In fact, when the ball was relayed, he had to hurry into his ground, just 2 runs off it. Third man over his head, 6, just got the fingertips to it. Just an indication of how the ball flies through the air here in Johannesburg at elevation.
Well, that must be really annoying for a bowler. He would have been thinking that's going straight down third man's throat. He's definitely got Gale onto the back foot. But in the rarefied air here in the Transvaal, it's carried a long way.
Shahid Afridi, and I think Jayasuriya as well. They can belt the ball, so can Gale. Chris Gale, first 50 of the ICC 20 World 2007. What an innings it has been. Typical of Chris Gale, blowing like a hurricane. That's gone. That's gone. They've distributed hard hats here among the crowd as they came in, just for that eventuality, because Chris Gale can really ping somebody tonight in the move that he's in. He's hit 5 sixes now. That's gone away. Now wides will it be? Yes. So wide and the 4 byes counting as 5. Starts with a wide, in fact. This is the other one. This is Albie. Morn was the one who's taken over from his brother. And Albie starts with a leg side wide. Spoke too soon. You spoke too soon, Chapelli. That's more than a 6. It only comes to 6 in the book, but it really was worth 12. It's a huge hit from Chris Gale, who now gets the record, moves ahead as the batsman who has hit more 6s than any other in the 20 overs form of the game. What a massive blow. Bang through the offside this time for another boundary. This is quite remarkable batting here by Chris Gale. He's now moved on to 68 from 33 deliveries. That's his 4th 4. He's had 6 sixes.
There hasn't been 100 yet in 2020 international cricket. He's got an enormous chance to do it. We're not even at the halfway mark yet.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Nowhere to hide when you're bowling to Chris Gale in this type of form.
Highest score achieved in a one-day international is 98 not out. Gale is 77 with almost 9 overs left. We're looking beyond 100 here. Over. For just a brief, minuscule moment, long on would have thought, there it comes. And then you'd have said, there it goes.
Highest team score is 201, so West Indies have got a chance of surpassing that as well if they go along in this vein. Another excellent stroke, over mid on this time.
Something big here. Something big here. Something very big here. Something humongous. What do we have boundary lines for? Throw them away.
Can't afford to miss your area when you're bowling to Chris Gale. Sean Pollock was looking for the Yorker, but he wasn't full enough. Chris Gale was able to free his arms. Hit it over mid-on for another towering 6.
How big was that? Will we see that in Test match cricket soon, I wonder? That is the most sensational shot of the day, and we've seen a few. Because he's flicked that 30 yards out of the boundary line. 14 of the over, 145 for no loss. Was there a nick? There was! The wicket goes down, that may not be a bad thing. Devon Smith might have been struggling a little bit, but he made 35 from 34. That we call it a struggle is indicative of what Gale has done at the other end. At last, South Africa get a wicket. Devon Smith out for 35, 145 for 1. Oh, they've got something to celebrate, these South Africans. This is how it happened.
Took a while. Vernon Philander is the man taking the wicket outside edge straight to Mark Boucher. Devon Smith is on his way. Belated breakthrough for South Africa.
So wicket for Vernon Philander. There it goes. Oh dear. Redefine these boundaries. Did he hit that? Did he slog it? Did he miss it? We don't care.
That was just a good hook shot. Vernon Philander thinking he'll go for another short delivery. This time Samuels was ready for it. Over square leg. Onto the grass bank as well.
Now Samuels. Miss it. Man is waiting under. Takes it easy. Pollock picks up a wicket. And Samuels is gone for 6.
Maybe de Villiers the catcher at deep mid-off.
So 152 for 2 in the 15th over. Samuel 6 from 4 balls. That was how he got out. Samuels looking to make room to clear the boundary. And easily underneath. De Villiers took it quite easy. So Pollock in his last over picks up a wicket. He's gone for a few runs already, but he won't mind the wicket. .100 not out. Are we seeing history here? 101 to Chris Gale. What a man. What an innings. What a way to set this tournament alight.
What a wonderful way to start this tournament. Chris Gale at his very best, scoring the first century in this format of the game.
And they'll do a little dance as well. Dear. 101 not out. I'll tell you what, he's got 5.5 overs left. And at the moment, we're through with 67 minutes with 5 to play. That is, I don't know actually. It's just another great shot.
He just slapped that past the bowler. We've said that this outfield's very quick, deep mid-off. Herschel Gibbs, who's no mean fielder himself, had no chance. Low full toss. Beautifully struck by Chris Gale.
There was a time, wasn't there, when a low full toss was a good ball. 10 of the over. 161.5 to play. 200's gone. Oh, that's out somewhere in the golf course. No, just misses the golf course. What a poor shot. Just misses the golf course. 10 sixes, 167 for 2.
3 men on the leg side within the restricting area, just 1 on the off. There goes Gale again, down the ground for another boundary. Well, it's a good thing Morkel wasn't in the way of that one. He would have broken a bone.
Well, it's a good job he's injured, Chris Gale. He's not bothering to run at all. Dances are off again. Oh, I wish I could do that. Here's Gale again, 117.
There he goes. This is the end of Chris Gale. Boucher is under it and takes it. But that's the end of one of the finest innings you'll ever see, no matter what form of the game. Graeme Smith comes across, shakes Gale by the hand. Excellent sportsmanship. Justin Kemp as well. It's been a remarkable exhibition of pyrotechnic batting by Chris Gale. He finishes 117 on 57 deliveries. The West Indies are 178 for 3. And as David Lloyd was saying, we were here. 178 for 3. Dwayne Smith says his favourite shot is a hook shot. He's not telling the truth. His favourite shot is over long on mid-wicket. That's where he's going to aim for. He's a big six-hitter. He may favour the hook shot, but that's where he gets most of his sixes, and he's a big six-hitter, Dwayne Smith.
He's got 21 deliveries, including that. 179 for 3. 180 for 3 off to 16.4. Chris Gale, take a bow. Absolutely stunning. This is the end. Forget the end, it's what we've seen before. 117 from 57 deliveries, Chris Gale.
Edge and 4. Doesn't matter how they come at this stage, and that's how they usually come at this stage. The bat will be thrown, the edge is found every now and again, and boundaries are registered. Well bowled, caught behind. West Indies just losing their way a bit here. South Africa clawing their way back into it. 188 for 5 now.
Well, it's Chanderpaul this time, 11 from 10 deliveries, and Nick through to Boucher. He does the rest, the wicket for Van der Vaart.
That's a fine shot. Dangerous little batsman, the keeper. Dinesh Ramdin gets off the mark.
Well, it's a boundary 4. It bounces once just before third man boundary down there. Anything wide on this pitch will get clattered, cluttered.
And that's gone away. That could be 6. It could well be, and is. Well, Ramnaresh Shawan said when he came on our screen that his favourite shot is a square cut. It went square, it was cut, and went for 6.
Didn't say he did it with one hand. Outrageous strong. Look at that. That's one boundary this over so far. 2 balls to go.
There he goes. It's a catch. Taken. Amy de Villiers, the fielder, doesn't drop much, and certainly wasn't going to drop that one. So Sawan goes. West Indies have already climbed up now for the highest score in a 2020 international on this ground. Sawan goes for 12. 1 ball remaining, 204 for 6.
The West Indies put into bat, remember, a formidable 205 for 6. Chris Gale, a magnificent 117 from 57 balls, 7 fours and 10 huge sixes with a strike rate of 205. Next top scorer, Devon Smith. He and Chris Gale put on an opening partnership of 145 in just 13.3 overs. Well, the bowling, some bruised figures here. Sean Pollock, 4 overs, 1 for 52. Mackay and Tini, 2 overs, none for 19. Johan van der Vaart, 2 for 33 in his 4 overs. Morne Morkel, 4 overs, 1 for 30. Vernon Philander, 4 overs, 2 for 35. And 2 overs from Albie Morkel and Graham Smith cost South Africa 32 runs. So the target for the South Africans, they would have to reach 206 in their 20 overs to beat the West Indies, and their asking rate would start at a staggering 10 plus per over. Their reply straight after the break.
Oh, got a great start, that is. Pace, 140 Ks. Good evening, Ian.
And good evening to Mr. Smith. Cop that. And the important thing, Darren Powell right on line with the first one. It looks as though he might have just caught Smith on the wrist. He's wringing his hand. He didn't have a clue where the ball was. I'd say it's got him on the wrist.
Well, come on, captain, it's been mayhem out there. You've been trying to organise the field. Your bowlers, you're looking at the score. West Indies get 205. Graham Smith gets his pads on. The first delivery, smack. Darren Powell, dead straight, short, quick. Smack, that'll do. Herschel Gibbs joins the party. 8 without loss.
Well, it's putting a lot on Herschel Gibbs now. If Smith can't hit the boundaries, then they're going to rely very heavily on Herschel Gibbs. Gibbs is a terrific striker of the ball.
And if you're just joining us, Chris Gale, 117 in 53 deliveries. West Indies 205 for 6. That will do. That will do nicely. All the way. 20 without loss. Oh, this time Graham Smith gets hold of that all the way. Yes!
Once again, he was able to use the bottom hand. West Indies, if they've got any sense, they'll just keep it right up to him and make him drive. As long as he can use that bottom hand and work the ball over the onside, he can probably get away with it.
Terrific lead. Gibbs now. Gibbs, another big shot. Too short.
And a no ball. So there we are, the free hit, and they're not allowed to change the field because the same batsman is still on strike.
This is great fun. 5 scored so far. Overstepping front line. Anything goes, Herschel. Anywhere you like, you cannot be out. Get ready, it's showtime. Oh, there he goes. Smears it away through, widely on. Does it go all the way? Great effort. Oh, great effort. Smashes through the offside. Should go all the way. Quick enough outfield. Gets there. Adrenaline is taking him forward. You saw the blow that he took, first ball of the innings. He's had some pain-killing tablets, but he's finding the boundary. Tough cookie. Oh, he gets it through. Couple of big bounces. And it finds the boundary. Graham Smith, injured or not, just getting South Africa into momentum here.
No fine leg. Another boundary. Things getting away from the West Indies here.
Good shot by Graham Smith. Poor delivery though, it has to be said. No fine leg down the leg side. Easy pickings for Smith. Likes the ball on the leg side, he's very strong in that area. Just a bit of panic now in the West Indian ranks. The last over of the restrictions, 6 overs, so it's a pretty important one.
Taken straight into the extra cover. Calmly taken. So Graham Smith's brave innings comes to an end. The West Indies get their first wicket. But he's remained out there with a purpose. Graham Smith, the captain, 54 for 1.
Very well caught by Chris Gale. His superb evening continues. That was the first wicket to fall, taken by Chris Gale, as we said. Foolish delivery. Graham Smith trying to go over cover, didn't get hold of it well enough. Straight to Chris Gale at extra cover.
He's in good form. He and Graham Smith prospered against Australia in that victory in the warm-up match. Now he faces Ravi Rampal.
White ball.
And he's given him the square cut. He's missed it because it's too wide. It's going to go away. They pick up a couple to finish off the last ball of the 6 over. The field restrictions are now lifted. 54 without loss the West Indies were, 59 for 1 South Africa. Certainly in the context of the game, perhaps almost equating with his namesakes, Asafa Powell's world record on the same day. Over the top, well struck, fielder out there and lost it. Comes back for a couple. Bravo, you would expect to have caught that. I get the impression he wasn't quite sure where he was in relation to the boundary. He released the ball.
He made very good ground to get to it because it was going like a bullet. Bravo came around on the cover boundary, got there comfortably in the end, just couldn't hang on to it. Would have been a wonderful catch if he caught it, but he is a good catcher, he is a good fielder. How expensive will that be?
What a blow, what a blow. We've seen several this evening, and Herschel Gibbs picks up that one and sends it a long way.
Trouble for the West Indians now. A massive difference. Next delivery goes out of the ground. Herschel Gibbs' innings is gaining momentum. He's a very dangerous player.
Just checking here to see where it's dropped. The umpires, whether it's 4, whether it's 6. It looks to be a 4. Not quite carrying, so not quite off the middle of the bat. In the air and gone. He's got enough onto it for another 6. It's raining 6s here at the Wanderers tonight.
Very good shot by Abby de Villiers. Came down the wicket, kept his head nice and still. Hit right through the line and cleared the long on boundary comfortably.
This one doesn't quite carry, but there's another 4 here. So a nervy start for Dwayne Smith, a wide, a 6 and a 4. Now South Africa begin just to make progress. The kind of progress they need to get up to the West Indies total. Well, that was the thing before the tournament started. Spin would have an effect. Neither of these two teams have much spin. Down the leg side, 4 again. It comes for 5 because it's another wide. You'll have to bowl another delivery. 14 wides against the West Indies in 8 overs. In the air, who's going to catch it? Somebody's asking for it. Rampal, the keeper. Ramden it is who takes the catch. It went up miles. Well judged catch by the keeper. He called for it, he's got the gloves. Not easy those. 88 for 2, and that's a crucial wicket. De Villiers goes for 16. South Africa lose their second wicket.
Abby de Villiers going for the high risk option, hitting across the line, getting a top edge. That ball went a long way up. Good keeping by Ramden. He got underneath it easily, didn't panic, caught it well. West Indians needed a wicket and Fidel Wayward's provided it.
And his favourite method of scoring is hitting 6s. He's a big fellow. He's got a reputation as a 6-hitter. He comes in now with 2 wickets down. In the air, how far has it gone? Just dropping inside the boundary. Only runs from the bat in the over, 93 for 2. No, fine leg, clever shot, very clever shot by Herschel Gibbs. knows exactly where the field is set and flicked it away for a boundary.
Cheeky little sweep shot, premeditated, but Herschel Gibbs has got the ability and the talent. He can do this. Just a flick of the wrist over short, fine leg, down to the boundary.
Inside edge, no third, no fine leg, 4 more. Always dangerous without a fine leg, always dangerous. Inside edge can go away as that one did.
It's a case of stand and deliver now. Herschel Gibbs probably feels he can't run anymore, so he's just going to try and look for the big shot at every opportunity. Swing across the line, inside edge. Bravo has been unlucky there. That could easily have gone straight onto the stumps.
You're entitled to ask, why don't those go for 4 in a 50-over game? Why do they do so in a 20-over game?
Well, they used to play that shot way back in the 1800s. They used to call it the back draw. Now it's just classed as a French cut, inside edge, but it works well.
Lots of elevation. Is there enough distance? Oh, he dropped it. Very difficult catch, but he dropped it. He had to know where the boundary line was. He's a fine fielder, Chanderpaul. Not good enough.
Well, you would have thought the ball was up there that long. You would have thought that he had enough time to get around and camp under the ball. Chanderpaul is normally an excellent fielder. Good slower ball has caused Gibbs to hit it very, very high. Chanderpaul, I think he must have been worried about the rope. That's the only thing that's caused him to drop it.
Isn't that interesting? It's gone all that way off the keeper's pad. He just slanted down the leg side. I'll tell you what, even that first over, he conceded 20, he might have gone for more. Because Randin kept wonderfully to him down the leg side. Look how far this one's gone. Slanted down the leg side. So taken off the keeper's pads on the edge of the circle. And for the other direction. It's not looking like a good idea already. This is all hectic. It's tiring being commentary. Is it tiring being a spectator? I think there's so much enthusiasm. 50 to Herschel Gibbs, and he's found his mark. It will be more than 50. Goes up to 53. Already 11 from the over from 3 balls.
Herschel Gibbs to century!
Neither Ray Charles nor Stevie Wonder would bowl one that wide.
Well, he's moved away. He did end up chopping the ball onto the stumps, but he moved away. And he moved away in time as well. Yes, just look at the way he's bowling. I mean, he's bound to go down the leg side. That's how he's angling the ball. If he doesn't go down the leg side, he's angling it into the pads. He looked ready enough at one point. Coming under it. He dropped it. He dropped it. They're putting them down today, and the good fielders putting them down. That might have gone higher than the lights. 137 for 2.
At the moment, they're in danger of wasting a wonderfully good batting performance as the 50 partnership comes up between the injured Gibbs and Justin Kemp.
Stoppage for change of bats. I just wonder, when we worked out, the ICC did, you need to bowl 20 overs in 80 minutes. Normally when you say you've got to bowl 15 overs in an hour in Test match cricket, you factor in loss of wickets, normal time lost. 4. Looked like a gentle nudge.
Oh no, you see he's got the right bat now. Makes all the difference. One absolutely raced away. I'd stick with that bat. There's your Durban boys. They'll be on the flight with you, Harsha.
Well, I hope they change their flags by the time they watch India play, or whoever it is they're going up to tomorrow. Of course, it's Pakistan versus Scotland in that group in Durban. And he's found the gap there as well. Now, I think he played that intentionally. It's never stopped flowing. It's like the Amazon in flow.
Well, you can understand why people love this format of the game. You do your day's work, you come along, you see a game of cricket with lots of excitement, plenty of boundaries. Tonight we've seen lots of sixes, and you get a result.
Could not agree more. Ravi Rampal comes back. Easy as that. Easy as that. We need 40 fielders in this game.
Well, South Africa have got the equation into a position where they would expect to win this now.
More runs. Starting to wonder here, how do people set fields? Or is it that what was once considered inventive is now just the norm? This will be 6. 15 from that over. He's a fearsome hitter, and it's hit it again. Length balls are not working. 21 from the over. 169 for 2.
Almost took his hand off. Hammered with ferocious power. South Africa doing it in style now.
And he blitzes this. Gibbs has moved on to 69 from 47 deliveries.
Record for the 3rd wicket. Another boundary. Record 3rd wicket partnership in all 2020 internationals. At this stage, after 15 overs and 5 balls, the West Indies were 176 for 2. South Africa 179 for 2. So from that point of view, it looks to be touch and go. But in effect, South Africa have this match wrapped up. One run off the over. It's 180 for 2. No fine leg. It'll go away for 4. So many runs have been given away into that vacant fine leg position this evening. It's a dangerous ploy not to have a fine leg. Down the ground, over his head, 6. Now down to single figures.
Well, it's a cruncher, is this. Look at Sarwar. Cannot believe it. Dancing in the crowd, and the band played on. Smiles on that bench there. He's hit some stunning shots. 82 from 52, Gibbs. 7 to win.
Over, long off. Away it goes. Sarwan is brought in the field, and Gibbs has just hit it over the top. Easy as you like. He won't have time to get the second 100 of the night. He's 86. That's it, all over. South Africa have won the first match in the inaugural ICC World 2020. And a quite magnificent innings of 117 by Chris Gayle has been trumped by Gibbs's 90 and by the other South Africans. They finished 208 for 2. We've had fireworks galore this evening, on and off the field.
What a spectacle this has been. Start the card, handsome. It's been fabulous, fantastic entertainment. The players have put on a show here. What a show this has been. 32,000 packed in. We've seen dancing, we've seen music, we've seen drummers, we've seen fireworks. Have we seen some 4s and 6s? Brilliant.
A phenomenal response from the South Africans, getting there in 17.40.